Okay, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, let's get back to work. I did go out to shoot hoops. I shot hoops for about 40 minutes outside. I went into the barn and took my water bottles to the recycle can, and then went in and got the basketball and started shooting inside because it feels good. It's fun to shoot baskets. And then I told myself, it's only about 10 to 15 mile an hour breezes, so let's go outside and throw some hoops up at the barn. Outside on the parking lot. And it wasn't, it's only like in the 70s, high 70s right now, so it wasn't too hot. So I threw up shots for about, I was nailing them. It wasn't me, it was Chapacano and the guys plowing the fields. Look at that, poisoned half to death. They try to poison him half to death. Fat New Mexican, 60 years old out there, nailing shots like he's Steph Curry. I was taking mostly college threes, not pro. But I was nailing most of them, yeah. Because the guys were watching, they were there. I was just hitting. I was just in this. I tell you, I shoot better outside than I do inside. It's just got the breezes. Sometimes it gets a little Shanghai breezy around here, so it makes it harder to shoot. But yeah, so you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, you can hear the breeze. But it picks up. Sometimes it gets to about 25. But I was out there shooting. I was nailing most of them. It was fun. Yeah. But yeah, the fat New Mexican. Yeah, fat New Mexican. But it's, let's see, Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving. When they're 60 after the government tried to poison, torture them, and psychologically and mentally abuse them. With the poor people they're mass murdering, go out there and hit their jumper like I hit my jumper. Get out of here. I can survive under the worst conditions. Survive, stop, limit abuse, recover. And then when we're recovering, nobody's going to be infamous anymore. We'll all live and bask in the truth of the power and the glory through faithful love. If you did good at the basketball game, well, good for you, honey. That was nice. That was a really excellent shot. It'll be more like those all-star games where they score like 200 points because nobody's playing defense. It's not that. It's when you fight over money to win, you beat each other up. When they play the all-star games and they're playing defense and they're scoring like 200 points, that's more like a game of basketball that Naismith intended because it's exercise to be healthy. Okay. When you're fighting like hell over money to fuck, it's not healthy. It's like a Grandmaster Flash's grandma watching too much TV. It's just not healthy. It's like a jungle sometimes. Makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back. Always wanting money. Always, Pip, soap, seep, soap, peep through recital. I can't do that one, but that's one of my favorites. Skills. It's the music this street loves. Each thug is now repping this with deep love. Anybody else skills? Is that like one of your favorite raps of all time? Skills. My microphone. Anyway, that is a good rap. Anybody else like Skills by Gangstar? It's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's a good one. I have to get a business so peep flow, peep through recital, skills. It's the music this street loves. Gangstar. Yeah, his monotone style is good. Yeah, he's a good rapper. One of the best. Yeah, you're just mad because you can't think this quick. No, I don't know how much he did free flow. You spit your lyrics or you write them down. Sometimes you can correct them because, you get them and you find a better word. Soliloquy of Chaos. Yeah, I like that one too. Check the Technique. I like Check the Technique. He's a little mad. Yeah, he's mad in that one. Yeah. There's quite a few. Soliloquy of Chaos. He's mad too. The shit's fucked up. So I'll ask you to your face. Did you come here to see my show or do the stupid nigga playoffs? Yeah, he was mad. Okay. People get killed where he's going to try to help them try to, talk to them about not killing each other because, it's not, how are you going to stop all this crime and violence on us if you react insane? How are you going to rise above the insanity if you're going to participate in it? Skills, peep the recital. It's the music that street loves. Guest star. Now repping this with deep love. Peep the recital. Yeah, if you haven't, you should. Skills, Gangstar. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do. I think I have that on my MP3. Yeah. I have Snow, Informer. Yeah. I have Keys to Me. I forgot how to say his name. Murderer. I'm the murderer. I'm the lyrical gangster. Murderer. Still like it. I know what boat. Don't know. I have that. What other hip hop songs do I have? Of course, everybody knows I have Nucleus. Jam on it. I have the radio version of Rapper's Delight. What else? I think I have the whole album of Jazzmatazz 1. I also have Lifesaver. And Mass Appeal. This is the Mass Appeal. The album Mass Appeal. Or, even your Soul Youth Cells have Mass Appeal. I think I have that. Yeah, I think I probably do have all of them on there. Maybe some I don't. Maybe the lyrics get too explicit, like the ones he does with the nice and smooth. And I don't know if I have that one. I have it on the computer. I just don't. Maybe I don't have it on the MP3. But yeah. So yeah. I don't. I have a notepad right there with the little things to go in there on the computer and update my musics. I don't have It's Still Lovely. I got to put that on there. Why Crucify the... Or maybe I do. And I think Isn't It a Lovely Day? I have that one too. It's skies are gloomy, but isn't it a lovely day? Yeah, I got that one. I'm sure I have that. And I do have It's a Lovely Day Today. So whatever you've got to do, I hope that something can be done by two. So I think I got Isn't It a Lovely Day? It's Still Lovely. And It's a Lovely Day Today. It's Ella Fitzgerald, guys. For Schnuggana. No, there's another one. I just can't help it. Gosh, some of them, is the end of a friendship. I got to put that one on, and then the other Place for Lovers. I like the music to that. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, well, it's Ella Fitzgerald. It's like Wes Montgomery. You're gonna get the sheesh. Johnny Mathis' Christmas album is with Percy Faith and his orchestra, right? Okay, do you understand? You just get to, when someone's, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. They get together and it's like, oh yeah, I'd love to play with Master Montgomery. Oh my gosh, I'd be just, ooh, look at all the lonely people. And that's what Patrick loves Wes Montgomery's album so much. It's not just Wes, it's the entire ensemble. Everybody's wonderful musician. Dante Calabria or whatever and stuff like that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Da boom, boom, ba bum, ba da. Patrick loves those. He loves Dante's piano. Okay. And so, yeah, Paul Chambers, right? Wynn Kelly, right? And John Coltrane. You get all these people together. Like when I talked about James Lloyd, and he said, and he. So when we were on Facebook, and him and I forgot his buddy's name, but they there's me and I don't know, the bass player, and and they named the rest of the guys on the band, like Russell, and I forgot the other guy's names. But I met Mark. I mean, I talked to Mark on the phone. He's sweet. I good guy, nice guy. I liked him. He's one of my favorite saxophone players, Mark Russo, because I really love Samurai Samba, Local Hero, and just. All of Four Corners. Love the album, right? And the sax on it. Ba, 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 na. Boom, 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 boom. No, it's good stuff. And Russell's a really good piano player. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Yeah, he's really good. Russell Furtinet. It's hard for me to say his name, but they're good musicians. Like Bob James. Love Bob James. Love Bob James, like Harvey Mason. Harvey Mason plays the drums, right? His kid used to play basketball at U of A. Harvey Mason Jr. Yeah. I think he played with Tony Bison Daly, Tony Williams's Brian before he changed his name to Mason Daly. Yeah, before the boys. But yeah, Tony had passed away before the kids died. That was sad. It's always sad when families are destroyed by selfishness and their lives have lost most of its meaning because we're not living the gospel. So yeah, it's always sad. The Holocaust is sad. Middle Passage is sad. Candle in the Wind is sad. Wanting to become a movie star is sad. Wanting to become an icon is sad. And Jesus just wanted everybody to, the greatest thing, just like Judah Krishnamurti and me. There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. I don't want to be the best. I just want to love and be loved. I quit playing basketball because they sucked, not because I did. Okay? They would do anything to win. They would hurt you, so I just quit. And then all these people watching, he just doesn't have what it takes to be successful. I don't have what it takes to be the Messiah. The Messiah wasn't successful. The Messiah still isn't successful. Okay? In accordance to your dick measuring contest, right? And there is no success to love. You either love or you don't. You're either faithful or you're not. You're either truthful or you're not. Okay? So in that case, the Messiah is always successful because he's always truthful. He's always faithful. He's always kind. He's always protecting. He's always wise. He won't fight like hell to win the Larry O'Brien trophy, the Vince Lombardi trophy, or the Abner Doubleday trophy. It's a World Series trophy, guys. Or the FIFA World Cup, because he's not a dumbass. Shit. But he can sure shoot that three-pointer still. I didn't think, I haven't been practicing. When I went out the other day when I was real tired, I couldn't. It was the three guys, I swear it was the three guys in the tractors. My New Mexicans. Yeah, I was letting them fly and they were going in. It wasn't me, it was Chapacano and the guys. I was nailing them. I was like, damn, usually I'm too tired. I can't hit these. It's too hard to get them off. I was stroking them, making snaps like a button. Stepping back and going, this is about a three. This is about a college three-pointer. Swish. Swish. I missed a few, but a lot of it was because it would get a little breezy. It was the wind would swoop off the house. And I was like, yeah, the wind kind of caught that one a little bit. Yeah, but, I can live with that. Go to Chicago. Go mean old Levy. Made me miss my jump shot. So it happens, but it don't bother me. It's different. I'm more encouraged to play when I have my local New Mexicans that are surviving hell with me. Survive, stop, eliminate, abuse, recover. Than when I'm being watched by... Dad gets fussy at me when I tell him, all these people have played this guy and stuff like that. When I'm outside, I do this a lot. Well, that's bad, Earl. Dad, stop doing that. You and Jerry learned from some self-righteous, money-grubbing Rockefeller Foundation hypocrites. I always try to tell them that too. Dad, you do know. It even says it after their televangelist TV shows that they are supported by the John Davison Rockefeller Foundation. Joel Osteen, Billy Graham, Michael Youssef, Bobby Schuller, Robert Schuller, the Copeland guy, Dave Discovery, they're all funded by the John Davison Rockefeller Foundation. Well, genocide is as genocide does. It's old George from professionals certified by the state of New Mexico to determine who's fit to be a parent. A lot of the books at the library say genocide's an acceptable form of population control. It does not say that in the Bible or the Quran. The Bible says, love thy neighbor as thyself. Forgive them 7 times upon infinity. Okay? Love thy enemy. Circumcise their hearts so they can have faith in God and understand we're all given life by the truth of omnipotence. And we can faithfully love one another intelligently through holy covenants. And like it says in the Quran, you cannot have any more wives and children than you can lovingly care and provide for. Okay, don't try to play God and turn Earth into Ming the Merciless's fish tank. Dun, 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 dun. Is that Nichelle Nichols? Think she'll go out with me? No, is that Susan Oliver? She was on Andy Griffith last night. Yeah, she's a little skinny. I didn't notice that. She's so cute though. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's. Anybody else? Susan Oliver. You know the green lady from Star Trek with the black hair, who's actually the blonde lady from Star Trek with Captain Pike with the. Yeah, she's on lots of. She's on quite a few Star Treks. She was on the yeah. She's also plays a Mexican woman with blue eyes on a Charlie Bronson movie too. I think Kurt Russell's on that movie too. I'm not sure. Can't remember. But yeah, but old Susan Oliver, yeah, she's a cutie pie. Oh yeah, she's. She came up to you and said, "I love you." You'd say, "I love you too." Now I'm dreaming with you tonight. Yeah, she's one of them cuties. Yeah, she's so cute. She when Barney. Oh, one I'll get you an ashtray. An ashtray. I can stay here, Andy. That's funny. Men lose their minds over. I was real shy with girls like that when I was young. If they were mean, I wasn't shy with them. I didn't talk to them. I didn't like them. I'd watch them and I'd listen to them and I'd see how they were. And if they were physically attractive and they were nice, it was like, and then, like I said, I found out, I think it was Rebecca Martinez. I don't think that's the same Rebecca Martinez at Mesilla Park Elementary School, but I can't tell you for sure. But I think that was her name. She was a sweetheart. She was pretty. Oh my gosh, she was so pretty. Yeah. And she showed interest in me. Yeah, but then so did Michelle Predison. She was pretty. Yeah. And Edna was one of the most gorgeous women in all of Phoenix. And she asked me out on a date, right? So I was, what? Yeah. It used to flabbergast me sometimes, but I knew I had a good reputation. I was nice with people, and I was kind and protecting and anti-bully. And, with Edna, I don't know if she ever noticed. It was Tifa. It was the Queen Latifah. She's Earl. She talked me up, and Earl just goes over there. Because when Edna came up and talked to me, okay, I was doing inventory on the rap tapes. And boobs, she knew exactly what she was doing. We had these platforms above the tapes that you had the latest, the overflow of the hot tapes that set up top. And she was so tiny, she was 4'10", that you couldn't see her face when she came to talk to me. She came up and talked to the thing across from me, and she goes, Latifah tells me you can help me, right? And I was sitting there looking, and I look up from my chart, and boobs. That's all I could think, because her breasts were sitting on top of the tapes because she's so tiny, right? And she was wearing this designer clothes outfit because of what she does, and I'm like, boobs. And I'm talking. I was, well, what is it? And I kind of get and I look up and see the breast. This is like David on Living Color. Did they have big breasts? And so I'm sitting there, and I go, and she knew what she was doing because she gave me the most gorgeous, mischievous smile. She looks underneath, she looks under the thing and looks at me and smiles. Can you help me? And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I didn't say that, but I'm thinking it, right? Like, whatever help you need, anything you want, you got to fortify my love, to fortify you. Can you woo, woo, woo? I didn't do that either. I was not going to sing Jeffrey Osborne to her right on sight. If I saw her now, yeah, I would. When you want all the love you deserve and the heat is on your mind. Yeah, if I saw her again. Just to see her. I can't sing like Smokey Robinson. I can do a pretty good Jeffrey Osborne. I know I know I can. I can listen to these videos. I can do a pretty good Jeffrey Osborne. Can't do a Smokey Robinson. Just to hold her in my arms again, one more time. Just to hold, if I could just see her again. It'd be nice to see her. I hate people, no, I don't care if I ain't in love with your hair. And if you gain 220 pounds, I still love you anyway. If you wonder how, that's the type of guy I am. I'm not shallow. It's hard with Amy. Because she goes through all my memories of all the gorgeous, it's like, and you talked yourself. I didn't mean to. I wasn't. No, it's just you're just saying this, and it's your imagination, Amy. It's not me. That did not happen. I was telling her that stuff too. It's like, no, it didn't happen. If that would happened, I would have loved it. But you know exactly, okay, that's what it's pretty sure. Okay, they must have something to do with, our brain activity and talking must have something to do with the surveillance network. And yeah, whatever. No, I did not have sex with Kim Kardashian. That was Ray Ray. That was another person. I'm just, but it's funny. But Amy's a character. She's not a bad person. But she got vested into voyeurism through virtual presence, through sexual predators that manipulated her when she was young, because she had connections with me. Guys, okay, the reason why I was out there shooting, the religious corporations are self-righteous hypocrites that invent their own narratives and change, just fit their egos, right? The liberals thought they had better science because they were using things like genome sequencing. Rockefeller was leading me astray because the way I'm with homosexuals and with derelicts and criminals and Marvin Gaye and rap music and Joe Tex and, and all that. And so they were leading me astray, and they were trying to save me, to save the Gospels, to perform it right, And they had the whole thing, the Catholic Church had the thing about, yes, Raphael's the first archangel of the apocalypse, okay? Jesus is talking to him in prayer because he happens to be the father of the spirit of King David, the biological father. Okay. So it only makes sense that there would be conversations there. And see, with me, when you're doing, they knew exactly where I was going to end up and who I was going to end up with and who I was going to be attached to and who I was talking to. They invented the whole narrative. And the narrative meant more the way of the liberals than it did the conservatives. Because the conservatives were trying to manufacture their own script because of their self-righteousness. The liberals were doing a science project that was manipulated by them, and that's why we're at today. Their genome sequencing. Well, of course, because they engineered, they set up the key, they set up the gun. Now we're going to be the sit-up champion of the 25th century, right? Duck Dodgers in the 21st century. So you're going to get what you invent when you're being creative. And you get what you pray for, and you get what you play for. When you pray with an A, you get the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. When you pray with an E, you get this, I predicted, he signed your bill, and now you're a law, and you predicted that Nostradamus was right. And Nostradamus, National Enquirer and TMZ and the Nightly News, right. Okay, so you're going to get what you invent. You're going to get your own scripts. Okay, it doesn't mean you're right, doesn't mean you're faithful, it doesn't mean you're truthful, doesn't mean you're the Messiah. It just means you're a liar trying to act like the Messiah doesn't exist because you feel powerful and large and in charge when you manipulate everybody with money and technology and bad science projects. Doop, doop, doopy, 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 doop, doop. Where's my little doopy, doopy? There she is. There's my little Susie bear. She's so cute. The first video that I made today, with that little look on my face, looks like her face, and that is cute, yeah. Like Donald Trump does a lot of times with that little. It's a lot cuter on Amy. She's so cute. Yeah, she's a cutie. She's an Aries. We're opposite. We weren't meant to be together. She always tells me that, but life's eternal and grace is infinite. You can't be the one you love the one you're with. That's ridiculous. I love everybody. Okay. I don't have attachments. I'm not going to invent Jules Verne's time machine to go back and try to get Guy Pearce's girlfriend from the park. I'm not going to put all matter at risk through antimatter to get an outcome to a script that I want because I want to use technology to manipulate people's money to feel large and in charge. Dumb HNICs. East Side Fair, East Side High School, you're a bunch of ghosts from New Jersey. Right? So they're crazy. Right? So no, I would not put everything on a list to be in charge. This ain't Wonder Woman 1984. And that ain't them dogs' real voices. Like, explaining intelligence to stupid people is exceedingly insidious. And in ancient times, I could understand it because you could go home and lie to yourself and you didn't have it on repeat on YouTube every day. But today, it's like, God damn, they're wackadoodle and insane. Yes, they are. All standing in the toilet paper line, huh? Are you crazy? If I was crazy, would I be able to tell you I'm crazy? What do you want to do? I want to play saxophone for the Russian government and then end up in a bathtub with a Puerto Rican lady. I'm just joking. Moscow on the Hudson. It's a joke. It's funny. You know, for funny. Put the fucking cooler on the stand, Parsons. The Marines are watching. Mafazo. Good old Robin Williams. He's fun. He's fun to talk to him, Per. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a very good guy. He had a lot of troubles and a lot of problems, especially with drugs and alcohol for a lot of his life. And he wasn't sure if he was actually talking to the Spirit of Jesus or not, or if he was just fooling himself. You're fooling yourself. You can't believe it. But he did, because I knew who he was. And I liked him. I had a strong affection for him. I don't know if he knew who I was when he committed suicide. I have no clue. I'm not the Rockefeller Foundation, and I don't work for NASA. I mean, I don't have a brain chemical addiction at NASA. Work for NASA? They're not living the Lord's Prayer. This ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play your guitar on the MTV, right? No, living? No, baby. This ain't living. Oh, no. No. What do you do for a living? I attempt to live in hell, hoping for the kingdom of heaven every faith-forsaken, murdering mother stuffing day. What do you do? What's your extortion gig? What's your work? What do you think you're good at? What have you labeled yourself as? Are you the greatest iconic basketball player in the history of philanthropy that mass murders children through sex trafficking and then gives you fucked up propaganda movies? Well, you're so fucking successful. How do you live with yourself? Yeah? Is it Swilliquia chaos or is it the check the technique? Which one? Or both? Oh, you're Deion Sanders. Playing basketball and football and getting both pizza pies, right? Dumbass. You know that cross is just your ego. Has nothing to do with Lord Jesus Christ. It's just a projection of your ego trying to say that you're him and he's you. God's omniscient, omnipotent. I'm the Messiah. Don't be a liar. Don't be caught on camera. It wasn't you. There's some marks on your shoulder. We stayed until it was over. Okay, guys. I love you. All right. Peace out.